or I mean, Chaos, you can now watch me. You can watch me, Chaos. Ah, crap. Why did I do that? Chaos. It's not on Twitch, it's on YouTube. JSM Gaming. No, JSM Gaming. Yeah. Yep. No, JSM. Yeah, JSM Gaming. No. JSM. Yep. And I should have like a dog that's a St. Patrick, that has like a St. Patrick's Day outfit on, as like my profile picture. I don't know why. I'm about to change that.
This nightmare is the Stratum Fortress, that by 1966 has gotten 8,000 tons of bombs per month.
We've got 30 beaches just unloaded their bombs on miles per mile in South Vietnam on the very likely to be a concentration of Vietcong and they give us all this trouble. Yeah, South. It's an area that's got 15, 20 buildings, so there needs a lot of deep heavy stuff covered. And they've got the keys, they're other.
I should have 4 subscribers.
And it switched lanes
You do? Okay.
Its devastation became greater.
It was as if everything was
Yep.
being done
I'm on Hunter Calls Wild.
You had the B-52, which had never been intended to carry conventional bombs at all.
Yeah, it's live. It's live right now.
And it was carrying bombs against a bunch of guys.
So you see me crouched behind my 4-wheeler looking at a lake, and now I'm looking through my scope.
F-105s and F-4s were bombing targets in North Vietnam. It seemed to everyone that it was
Day 5 of only eating ice cream from a Korean ice cream stall.
To some B-52 crew members that they were not being
Now am I looking through my scope?
Unfortunately, the restraints placed on the aircraft limit its full potential.
Oh! I like how sweet they are compared to the triple berry ones, but caramel ice cream isn't really a favorite of mine. Chocolate cookies and cream ice cream sandwich. The cake on the outside makes it so.
I don't have 27 bullets. I have 127 bullets.
No!
I spent over 100,000 pennies, and I glued every penny to the floor in my house.
The same goes with new surface-to-air missiles or SAM sites built to shoot down American aircraft. Since they are constructed near city centers, they too are.
Okay, I'm trying to get to my channel. JSM Gaming. What?
I mean, this is so stupid to just defy convention.
I see it, bro.
We lost an airplane. We lost 2 brave guys who were well trained in a $6 or $7 million airplane. I mean, it was just the stupidity of it. It just rankles because the pilots knew better, the guys on the ground knew better, the military leaders knew better, and they were unable to offset this dreadful influence from the White House. People who were planning in military talk, they were fragging, that they were planning
Hunter Call of the Wild.
we're sending these bombers to the same place at the same time on the same heading every day, and these crews knew that the North Vietnamese were ready. One B-52 crew.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch myself.
North Vietnamese anti-aircraft gunner looking at his watch and saying, "Oh, I'll go back to drinking my tea because the Americans will be here for another 7 minutes." And by the way, when the Americans do get here,
what do you mean this? What is this connecting?
On a heading of 280 degrees at 32,000 feet.
With American deaths escalating and nearly half of
Are you still playing?
The quick war Johnson and that American invasion instead turns into a bloody war of attrition.
No, I'm not.
Westmoreland, a pillar of the army establishment, deadly fighting large battles, is watching his troops get slaughtered.
Swerved in the corner.
Switching destroy tactics by ambushing their enemy on the ground. Although America never officially loses a battle, the high casualty rates they endure causes the portfolio to decline drastically back home. As protests grow in strength, Vietnam appears to be a quagmire.
This is all for the win.
I just heard quagmire.
1968 begins. B-52s prove vital in the battle at Khe Sanh, where Ho Chi Minh hopes is America's grand debut. With U.S. troops outnumbered by a ratio of 5 to 1, the heavy armor is set to provide backup, flying nearly 2,700 sorties and dropping over 75,000 tons of munitions to a light ratio of 5 to 1. Pilot challenges victorious at Khe Sanh, with General Osman noting that as long as their flag is
the signature.
the victory is overshadowed by a massive
Yep. I can tell that you can see me, you know. First rebel.
Never. I'm never going down. You call
Never
me
back
him.
down, never
You call me
what?
him. Never give up. Never. I'm never going down. You call me
Never
him.
back down, never
They
what?
were ready to surrender, and yet they knew they could beat us.
Oh, what? Never give up. No, this is over.
I'm a bloodhound.
No, this is over.
Can I change the time? I'm a bloodhound.
Kick him out. Yes, that's all I want to do.
Kick him out. Yes, kitty.
And I will not accept the nomination of the party for another term as your president.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never suck a man's dick.
That's wrong advice.
Oh, so.
Our friends and allies.
Case out. Hey, there's two people watching me and you.
A policy known as Vietnamization goes into effect, slowly drawing down U.S. forces by strengthening Saigon's army.
Bro, you realize you can talk to me, talk in chat?
Are put under intense scrutiny.
I don't want to see another report.
Yes, you can.
16 sorties of B-52s. I want the enemy to know that we're really letting them have it. So get them in there now. We've got to have a
Talk to me in the chat, dude, daddy.
While
Daddy.
this takes place, the president authorizes airstrikes against the nation of Cambodia.
Oh, wait, you're watching that on your PlayStation?
During the Johnson administration.
You have a signature.
Do you have like a phone or something?
Got over 100,000 tons of bombs on suspected sanctuaries.
Why not, bro?
Against South Vietnam.
Bro, pin me.
1972, the North Vietnamese knew
It's on your arm, your right joystick
in
down.
the United States that the U.S. would
Hey, yo, that's kind of
search
weird,
for
bro.
some way to withdraw, and that it would have relatively
At
few
the
conditions.
Diddy party, at the Diddy party.
Now being sent
Go square to the green.
25,000 North Vietnamese soldiers begin their long-awaited push south on March 30th,
Like that.
hoping to finally end this war.
I'm not gonna get training. Okay, I'm starting to find this map. Man, this map sucks.
North Vietnamese
Penises.
responded by sending their regular army in a huge offensive into South Vietnam.
Yeah. So, Chaos. What map do you want me to play? Mississippi, Layton Lake District, Africa, or another map that I have. Here are this one, or
General Adams being quoted as saying,
this one, or
the South Vietnamese can hack it.
this one.
And as Nixon and his top foreign policy advisor, Henry Kissinger, engage in a policy of détente,
Mississippi, Savannah, Layton Lake District, or Hutchinson's Lodge. Which one? This one? Mississippi's. Do you want to?
The Johnson era, following halts are interpreted by the Americans as an act of kindness, while interpreted
Where
by
I
the North
live?
as a sign of weakness. By December, though, President Nixon, after being re-elected in one of the biggest landslides in American history,
You should download it, bro.
was the execution of Operation Linebacker 2.
No, but it's so fun to play.
The height of monsoon season calls for the massive bombardment of Hanoi.
I forget how much it is, but it's. I'm pretty sure it's pretty cheap. Public or
F4s, F-105s, and most importantly, B-52s are instructed to take out these key installations now that North Vietnam is in
No, you don't have to buy. You get no friends.
I'm going hardcore now.
Because what if Joseph joins? I want to have Joseph on. At the Diddy party, the Diddy party, the Diddy party. At the Diddy party. Hey, my friend's on. Guys, this guy is pretty. I'm like.
Hard to square, same time.
Get off of
Within days, the North Vietnamese had exhausted their supplies. They couldn't resupply their SAMs, and we had them on mercy. So we bombed them at Christmas recess, which was totally stupid.
Party,
party, asked if they would like to go back to Paris and renegotiate.
North Vietnam, in a state of shock and weakness, returns to the negotiating table, and in 1973, a ceasefire is reached, ending the war after more than 7 years.
How now?
By 1975, the communists are successful in uniting two countries, marking a great defeat for the United States. Looking back at the air campaign in Vietnam, as General Westmoreland said,
Yo, Kevin.
indispensable. Its role in providing air support for troops on the ground, most notably during Khe Sanh and later in obliterating strategic targets in the
What's up, Gavin?
completely changed the war. Had the Straddle Fortress not been used,
You okay, bro?
the outcome could have been very different. Earlier American defeat. However, a series of rules imposed on the plane by Washington, D.C.
Oh, you do?
The B-52
Damn.
targets that should have
Yeah.
been
No, I'm ending it once and for all.
North Vietnam to continue their proxy war in the south through the Vietnam. Had these restraints been lifted and a 100% effort been given in 1965, the B-52, along with the entire Vietnam War, would have ended in a stalemate instead of a total communist victory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You tired?
No, I'm not tired.
Oh. Let's see, what do I need? I need lures. I need predator jackrabbit call. I don't need the Rio deer call. Okay.
You like playing those hunter games?
I'm only playing one. I only have one, yeah. Well, technically two because Red Dead Redemption. Yeah.
Count as a hunting game?
What'd you say?
I said, you count Red Dead Redemption as a hunting game?
Well, kind of like miscellaneous between like GTA and.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those hunting games. I know Johnny likes them.
Yeah, Johnny has it, or Johnny had Hunter Call of the Wild. I don't know if he still does or not.
Yeah, he's been talking about downloading GTA 5. We'll have another game to play together.
Oh wait, you have GTA?
Yeah, I've got it. I just haven't played it in a while.
I have it.
Yeah, I just kind of got bored of all the everyone flying around with oppressors and not being able to play the damn game.
Well, that's what private sessions are for.
That's true. Just having a group of buddies to help out.
Island's population of just over 500,000 depends on fishing, shipping, search and rescue, and deep water exploration to thrive. But keeping
The other day, someone shattered one of my car windows.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's by accident. It was a dude cutting my buddy's yard. And a rock hit one of my windows.
Every day brings new challenges on both land.
Yeah, it sucks, but luckily I have family that work with like insurance and stuff, so I can get it at a decent price.
That's good.
Yeah, otherwise it'd be like $300 to fix it. Ridiculous.
Stuff is ridiculous now.
Luckily, my car has a tent, the tinted windows, so when the windows shattered, the tent's pretty much holding the glass up. You know, it didn't like fall apart, glass all in my car.
Yeah. I've just been playing this game a lot because I have a 300 Magnum tactical rifle that I'm trying to get ammo for, and ammo's like 950 to 720 bucks, and that's for like 10. That's for like 10 rounds.
Those are some expensive bullets.
Then I have a 10mm like Glock weapon. That's like 200 bucks to 300 bucks per round, or like per 10 rounds.
OceanX is the biggest transportation company in Eastern Canada. Keeping all of it running are the hard hat heroes at OceanX.
Then dogs are like
every week, 3 massive ships.
$45,000 to name and buy the dog.
Oh my god. Dogs are not that expensive.
In the game there.
My name is Johnny Coombs. I'm from Atlanta.
Jesus.
I'm the assistant peer superintendent of Motion X. I'm going on to my 9th year.
I mean, I get it. Everyone has their own games they like
Nice
to
to
play.
follow a bit of a dream to come to work in a place like this.
Some people like the hunting games. I don't. I like playing the. I don't know. Sometimes I like playing harder games, Dark Souls, XCOM. Other days I just feel like turning my brain off, playing a super easy game. There's no in between.
I'm the first in my generation to work here. I have 3 boys at home, ages 2, 9, and 11, and they're a handful. I'd like to have them down here working.
Also, it would be nice to get into some new games because most of the games I play, I've been playing for years. There was that one game you were telling me about. I really can't remember what it was called.
Oh, Warface?
Warface?
Yeah, I think that's what. I think that's what I was telling you about. What? It's like a first-person shooter game, I think.
Yeah. I said I downloaded it, but I forgot what it was called.
That's alright.
The helm of the Quinlan vessels is a special breed of mariner. My name's Paul Vigere.
Decals are like $3,000. Shimables. $3,000 for a can of non-scent or scent eliminator.
Problem is, the cod boats aren't ready.
Kirky.
A new fishing system is being installed.
That's what they used to eliminate their scent. It's deer urine and stifling themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to come up with a shorter piece of pin bar. You know, I can get a new piece of the railroad right now. We can just shorten that up. My name's Chris Blondon. I look after all the maintenance for Quinlan's vessels and their refits and stuff. Chris, we know each other for a long time.
And
There's
There's our skipper. He knows whatever boat and guessing our fleet. He can fix things. And if he can, he knows who to talk to. And he's a good man to have around. Skippers like Paul Duguay lease a
I was
fishing
hanging out with some of my
then share the
chill guy friends.
with the boat owners.
One of them, anyway.
Cod and redfish and crabs, the thing we don't even here. That's where we make our money, really.
Oh, so is it Warface Clutch?
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
So long as Chris has the boats ready for the upcoming
It
classic, which lasts only
should.
12 days. Here in Newfoundland, the seasons are short, they're tight, it's pretty easy to miss one. You know, you gotta be ready. Getting ready to fish cod this year.
That's what it should look like. I have it downloaded.
These boats, some of them were built 20 years ago, some of them were built 25 years ago. And now is the time to invest into gear. The new gear lets crews catch more fish in less time.
There you go.
It's straightforward. You get a buster double, you just change them, and it's not hard to replace either.
What were you saying?
Installing it on 4 of their boats is costing Quinlan's over
I was
$1 million.
just saying I have it downloaded.
Back over at Oceans.
Downloaded.
The clock is ticking on their offload of the Kanaka. Your experienced team of crane operators are some of the best in the business.
Which I'm actually trash at this game. Because like I've shot like 2 or 3 animals and I've had it for I forget how long. And my trophy lodge is like all of these animals that I've hit or I've harvested from my friend getting them, which I didn't get the money. Just kind of sad. And I'm like, I've only hit like 2 or 3 animals. Actually, I think like 2. Or not hit them.
It's like, those hunting games make it really hard to take down those animals unless you get like a lucky kill shot.
And you have to have like the right caliber. You have to shoot them in the right place. You have to have this. You have to have your heart rate down on this game. You're sitting down. You have to worry about the smell and
Dang.
the sound.
They got really in depth. Yeah, it sounds like they got really in depth with it. You know, hunting games used to be a little more simpler than that.
Overcoming the fear of heights
Yep.
is one thing, but mastering this titan is quite another.
Alright, 10-4, we're gonna just check our limits there and get back, okay?
Added another game mode, Fortnite. Of course, it says it's old game mode, but to me it's new. It says it's like a 50 versus 50 match. Yeah, the last time I played something like that was I don't know, Halo. When they used to do big team battle, it had like 18 versus 18 or something like that.
I wonder why they never let PlayStation have Halo.
Yeah, because they knew. I believe it's because they thought that more people would just quit Xbox and go to PlayStation. Because for a long time, that was the only reason someone would own an Xbox, so they could play Halo. So they knew if they went to PlayStation that less people would be buying Xboxes.
Yep.
Because during that time, it was all about the exclusives. But nowadays, it's a little different. Everybody kind of wants to be able to play with their friends, no matter which console they're on.
Brian struggles to lift the container from the one beneath it.
So that's why they moved it to PC. And I've also heard rumors that they are going to move it to PlayStation. Just not now.
Xbox is. I've only played an Xbox like once or twice.
That's what I grew up with. I mean, I had PlayStations as well, but Xbox was my favorite.
I grew up with the PlayStation 3 and 4.
Jeez. Is a huge improvement on older net-based ways of catching fish.
Kind of.
It allows skippers to target
kind of.
and minimize damage.
Kind of.
I always had a PS2 or a 360. If I wanted to play PS3, I had to go to one of my buddies' house.
Which I actually kind of miss my PS3.
Oh yeah, from what I remember, there's quite a few games that were like really cool on the PS3, but they never remastered it for PS4. So yeah, you're not the first person. You're not the first person I've heard say they missed PlayStation 3.
I think the PS3 was the best PlayStation.
Even better than the PS4.
Yep. Like I said, I never owned a PS3. I wouldn't. I went from PS2 to PS4. What year did you go from that to the PlayStation?
I think it was 2017, 2018.
Oh, so not that long ago.
Yeah, no, I played on, again, Xbox, and then I played on console for a while. But then there was a point in time where my group of buddies, they were all like, hey, we're all gonna get a PS4. And I'm like, why don't y'all get a PC? We could play many more games, you can get free games, and you can mod the shit out of games that you buy. Completely change the game. And they're like, nah, we're getting PS4. Because I guess console's too expensive for them now. And so now, yes, I have a PS4.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking.
And I don't even play with most of those friends anymore.
Like you know to check that it's not going into overtime before installing the code. So check Allstate first for a quote that can save you 100.
Yeah, I don't mean to keep cutting you off. I think we have a latency issue.
It's alright. Eating 10. Okay, so almost 1 hour past that.
Make sure everything is taken care of. So you can get back to what matters most.
If my kid like wants a PlayStation, I'm gonna start him out like, do you want a like? I'm gonna have like 3 consoles. I'm gonna have the PS4, PS5, and the PS3, and I'm gonna let him play a little bit on each console to see which one he wants.
That's not a bad idea.
And then if he gets tired of the other one, I'll let him try out both of them again.
Well, that way you can also teach you, probably still too young to think about it, but that also helps teach your kids responsibility. You start them off with a crappy console, like an older one. You tell them, hey, take good care of this, and your games don't have, well, we probably won't have discs. They used to say if, your games don't have any scratches on them and don't clean your controllers, then, in a year or two, we'll upgrade you to a newer console. That helps teach your kids responsibilities, to take care of their stuff. Plus, I mean, you take care of your stuff and it just lasts longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm both excited and scared shitless to have kids.
Yeah. Because you're like, I want them to like play and stuff, and then you're like, yeah, but I also like, I'm gonna spend a lot of money.
Yes, because kids are freaking expensive. But it's also the sense that like you want to make sure you raise them properly and don't mess up. That's the reason why I'd be scared shitless.
Yeah. Holy crap, man. Oh, wow. Okay, I did not see that. Nope. So the purple areas is like the lighter purple, you cannot hunt there, but like darker purple, you can kind of hunt there because that's hunting pressure. So that's like where you kind of don't really want to hunt, and me and my friend have hunted on this map a lot, and yeah.
Okay.
There was a lot more than that.
Oh, so you probably have to like leave the map and come back for it to all spawn or whatever?
Nope. That's from every time that we've played.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense now.
But skipper Paul Duguay has more in his mind than 12,000 new hosts. What's wrong?
Which that's where me and my friend have hunted on the gator. We got some gator over there.
The winds with this incoming system will be over 100 kilometers an hour, more than strong enough to damage trees and down power lines.
Kind of wish they would let us drive boats in the game.
Did they at least let you drive 4-wheelers?
Yep.
Although it's risky with a storm on the way, Paul decides to sail for Beta Verde to pick up the supplies he needs for cod fishing.
Says I've no ammo in my revolver, but I have tons of ammo. What the hell?
Afternoon towards the evening, so we're trying to get in this early as we can.
The commercial
I'm gonna see if I can get deer over here somewhere. Might be too big of an alligator spot.
Any kind of fishing gear off really, and get it back without tearing everything up, the bus and everything up. Just too dangerous.
Back in the shelter of St. John's Harbor, the Ocean X crew hustles to offload the canal.
which the maps that I have is the first two that they give you, and then Mississippi and Savannah, which is Africa basically. It is Africa because it has lions.
They have Mississippi.
Yeah, that's the map that I'm hunting on right now.
Where's it supposed to be?
Most likely the Delta, because there's a bunch of swamps down here.
I didn't think they would put Mississippi in the game. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a
good thing too, because as night falls,
That's where I hunt gator.
so does Hurricane Earl.
Yep, we be gators.
Probably not more than Florida or Louisiana.
No, you're right about that, but we still got them. One of my grandparents, they have a gator that lives in like a little pond, a little ways from the front yard. They'll sometimes go out and feed him. Every now and then when I go to visit, my wife will see the gator, but you know, sometimes it hibernates or something.
Which I think it's funny how they also let you burn out in the game, and like if you burn out and then let go of the brake, you can drift.
Nice, they got good driving mechanics.
Yep.
No hunting.
Me and my friend always we would get a four-wheeler and we would back up. We would like touch the front of each other's four-wheelers and then back up and then go full speed at each other and hit each other and stop, and then we're like but our wheels would keep spinning and we would see who would fly off first. What were you gonna say?
I was like, that sounds like when you're you get bored of shooting stuff.
Skipper Paul Duthie is focused on getting his boat ready to sail. Acquiring a license to fish cod is a huge investment for skippers, but Paul has a lot more than money riding on this trip. My grandfather was a fisherman.
Do you do hunting like in real life too?
Nope. Ooh.
Yeah. I've only been like once or twice, but
the gun that's in my hand, I just shot my four-wheeler with that. Yeah. Okay. That was a health bar. It's bulletproof. It's bulletproof to 357 Magnum. I know that. That's a pretty big caliber.
yeah, no, it wouldn't just leave a dent like that.
Yep. So I think it's funny how it just heals. The four-wheeler just automatically takes the dent away and makes it look perfect. Except for the health bar. The health bar. Like
that seems like they want to put that many resources into, what is it, RAM, the random access memory or whatever.
It's going to be just same to St. John's. Strong wind too, 50 miles plus.
Already, another storm is brewing along the eastern seaboard.
It's all in the little details of the games.
Yep.
bare bones because it's not very nice getting stuck out and that kind of stuff. Hard sleep, hard cook, kind of beating them cans, then it's just a horrible day out on the water.
The last thing Paul needs
Oh gosh. Thank you.
In St. John's, the Ocean X team isn't even thinking about the next storm. They're still grappling with flooding from the last one.
I'm at the road.
The team is focused on finding a safe way to bring in the ship.
I'm going to like one of my old houses in the game, or the second house I got, I think. And on story mode, there's an alligator that lives there, and you have to find clues if it's there or not. And I need one clue, one more clue. Boy, it takes forever to find that clue. I can't even find it.
I'm guessing once you find all the clues, then you get to go on.
I guess so.
Skipper Paul Newgate and his crew are eager to get cod fishing. He's only got a 2 to 3 day window before the next storm lands, so they have to make quick work of the
Which you can also put it on multiplayer and just like mess around. Put it on private or friends only. Put it on like 2 players and blah blah blah.
I mean, they ever like released a good deal for the game, I might buying
I don't think it's that expensive.
We're definitely checking everything over, make sure that we got it all, because that's not a spot you really want us to go to. There's no stores 200 miles off the shore, so.